How are you guys?
Hi, Bob.
Happy New Year. Hey.
Ja, herzlich willkommen. Rückrundenstart mit dem Klassiker FCZ-FCB am Sonntag 16:30 Uhr im Letzigrund. Verkaufte Tickets, Stand heute Morgen 17.600. Also wir dürfen wieder eine wunderbare Kulisse erwarten am Sonntag für das erste Spiel im 2024. Bo, wir waren im Trainingslager in Spanien. Welches Fazit ziehst du vom Camp in Chiclana?
I think it was really good place. It was a fantastic atmosphere. We tried a lot of things with the team, trying to develop a little bit, and it was really good.
Jetzt das Spiel am Sonntag gegen den FC Basel. Sheikh Konde ist gesperrt, das wissen wir, aufgrund der gelben Karten. Gibt es sonst Spieler, die verletzt ausfallen, oder wie sieht die Personalsituation aus?
No, everything looks okay. We have Mark out as well. He's out for a couple of weeks with a hamstring issue. But other than that, I think, I know that everybody is ready to play. Of course, Rodrigo, he has been injured for a long time, and we will see how fit he will be for Sunday. But he will 100% be a part of the team, a part of the squad, and then we will see how long he will play.
Was erwartest du vom Spiel am Sonntag, sprich auch vom Gegner vom FC Basel?
We never know in these classicers. It's more or less every time I played them been crazy. You know, it's tough to play these games, but it's also one of the most fun games to play because there's a lot of atmosphere, a lot of tension, a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions around these games, and we normal-wise play really good games, especially at home against them. Away, of course, we haven't lost either. I haven't lost either in the games like this, but away, I think we only won. So hopefully we'll do that again. It's going to be a difficult game. We know it's a good opponent. We know they've had a lot of time to work now. The way they want to play with a new coach coming in, and so of course we know it's a good team. So we are humble, but we have respect. But we also believe in ourselves.
Gut, vielen Dank. Dann ist die Fragerunde eröffnet. Wem darf ich das Wort erteilen? Florian Ratz.
I have to ask the first question because I was handed the micro. So I only saw you on Monday, and I will start our discussion with the same question again.
It was a fantastic evening.
It was a very good evening.
Even the karaoke man was okay. Yeah.
You think so?
No.
And what about your contract situation?
No, I think the club has said everything that has to be said, and you will probably. We actually figured out that you probably would ask that question, but of course we don't have any comment for that. It's an ongoing process. We have good talks with the club, and then there's no reason to dig more into it right now. We will come up with something when we know more.
Weitere Fragen, Michi Wettstein?
Ja, aber du weißt, ich muss trotzdem nochmal nachfragen. Ich meine, das ist ja ein Theater, was da abgeht. Du sagst nichts, der Club sagt nichts, hat jetzt geheißen im Trainingslager, sprecht ihr und dann kommt ihr mit keine News. Da muss man davon ausgehen, das gibt ein Ende.
Everything has an ending, you know. I think that's a part of life. But when and how and all these things, it's something that we take internally. We talk. We had a fantastic conversation. We have had many good conversations. It's an ongoing process. We are still negotiating and thinking about what we can do. But the main thing is that I do my job every day, and I'm really happy to do that. I have a fantastic staff around me. I have a really good group of players. We have some fantastic owners, a good sports director. What more can you wish for? This is a really good club to be in. We are quite calm with the group of what we have done, and also with the performances we have done. So, of course, I understand you guys. You have to be patient. That's not the best. That's not the best to be a journalist, to be patient, you know. But that's a part of life as well. And sometimes it doesn't go as fast as somebody predicts, that's also a part of it.
Aber ich gehe davon aus, du bist mit mir einverstanden, wenn zwei Leute zusammen wollen oder zwei Parteien, dann findet man eine Lösung und da wird jetzt rumgeeiert, das gibt's gar nicht.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're married, but things can be complicated sometimes, and things has to be talked about, and things has to be the best way for everybody. This is a really big decision for everybody, and and that's why it's really good. I'd rather want to take a long time than make the wrong decision, and I think that's one of the things we have really learned from Hilliane in this period, or I have learned from Hilliane in this period, because he's always talking about step by step, and this is a fantastic, especially in business, and I think that's good to know, that if you when it comes, it comes, but if it doesn't come, it doesn't come. That's simple as.
Gut, dann die letzte Frage zu diesem Thema. Wenn ich in einem Wettbüro darauf wetten könnte, dass du nächste Saison noch Trainer bist, wie viel Geld darf ich setzen auf das?
No, but hey, listen, I've seen it all. You're a fantastic journalist down here. You've said also in the summer, there was like somebody said that I was the one who was going the first. I was the one who was getting sacked the first. Like that's the first thing when I went to training camp in Austria in the summer. So I think from more or less the start of the summer until now, I've probably been the lowest or like the highest to get sacked, and I'm still here. So it's difficult to get rid of a Dane, you know.
Okay.
Gut, weitere Fragen? Gabriel Villares.
Gibt es eine Deadline, die sich der Club oder auf Trainerseite gesetzt haben, bis eine Entscheidung fallen soll?
No.
Dann zum Sportlichen. Wie sieht es aus? Kam die Winterpause zum richtigen Zeitpunkt für euch, nachdem dass ihr 3 Spiele gehabt habt, in denen ihr nicht mehr gewinnen konntet?
Maybe not. You never know, because we didn't want it to end because of one thing, because we wanted to go out and show that we were better than the last game. I actually think against Lucerne at home, the third last game, we were by far the best team. All the stats shows that. Against Winterthur, by far the best team. All the stats shows that as well. You are good with stats, so you probably know the XG for those 2 games. And the only game I'm really unhappy with was away in St. Gallen. That's also the worst place, or not the worst place, but most difficult place to play, also by the stats. So in that sense, yes and no. You never know, but probably with the group we had and the players has been playing a lot of games. The same player has been playing a lot of games. We haven't switched around and as much as many other teams. That's also good and bad. But of course, it takes a little bit of pressure on the players who's playing all the time. And so in that sense, I probably think it was good. Now we got a lot of energy back, and now we have a good possibility to restart what we did the first 15 games of the season. Actually, the first 16 we did really well. The last 2 was not as good.
Gleich angesprochen, dass sehr viele Spieler viele Spiele gemacht haben. Gibt es hier Bestrebungen, etwas anderes auszuprobieren, weil was passiert, wenn die Spieler ausfallen?
No, like I said, also in the summer, the predictions also from you guys, from the journalists and from everybody else, that we were going to fight for number 5 to number 8. We are in 3rd position. We are 2 points away from the 2nd position. We have done really well, and I think that is really important for us. Because you will always have a different story. You always have the agenda of what you have to write, and that's your world. That's how it is. I've been a part of that as well, so I know how it works. It's okay. But if we look at the overview and the picture, and we look at what we have done the last half a year, it's been a fantastic half a year. Not only just good, it's been a really fantastic half a year with a group of players, with the players we have sold. We've sold Tosin. We've got rid of Ole Selnes. We've got rid of Bitchier to Ligue 1 as well. Blame Jamal is stopped. So 4 of our best players, or the starting 11 players, went out in the summer. And I don't remember we buying anything. We had Rodrigo in, which has been a really, really pleasure for us. But in the end of the day, what we have done with this squad and this club, and the group has done, especially my staff and my players, it's outstanding. So for me, I'm looking at it in a different way than hopefully, and in the way of what we had, where we are now. And the position, not the last 2 games, because I know we want to speak about the last 2 games, but I want to speak about the whole big picture. And the whole big picture is we're in the quarterfinal in the cup. We lost 3 games out of 21, if you take the cup games as well. I would have taken that any time. I wouldn't even think it was possible before the half season started. So in that, if you take that into account, I'm really looking forward to see what we can do. We're in a good position. We have 3 games. I know one of them is away, but 3 games in Letzegrund. The next 3 games, we're in a good spirit. It's the same players we have had all the time, and we have a good possibility to come into a good one again. Now it's up to us to show it, and also the players, and be hungry and be happy and show what we have done for a long time. So I'm proud of the way what the performances, and also the team has done the last half year.
Weitere Fragen, Mischi, Wettstein?
Bo, dein Name ist auch Happy Bo, aber mit Fabian Rohner warst du nicht happy. Wieso hast du Fabian Rohner aus dem Kader rausgeworfen? Weil nur sportliche Gründe kann es ja nicht gegeben haben.
So are you asking yourself, or are you asking me a question? So you're telling me something, but you're asking me a question.
Warum hast du Fabian Rohner aus dem Kader geworfen?
Okay, and then you answer yourself afterwards. Yeah, I like that. That's a fantastic question. By finishing with an answer. No, but the end of the day, the good part is in football that my job is to win. My job is to put the best team on the pitch, and when we're evaluating all the things we have done, I like Runa as much as anybody else. I'm not one who is taking personal agenda against anybody. I would never do that in my life, because I only have one thing that is really important to me. That's to make a culture, and if I make a really good culture, then I win. It's as simple as that, because we have good possibilities. Runa, he's a really nice and fantastic person. It's not a problem. I think in his age, in where he is at his career, I think it would be good for him to move on. That's what I told him. I don't think he's in our long-term plans, and he's not in our long-term plans, and that's why I did this. Also because then maybe he can get a move. If he gets a move, then maybe we have a possibility to get somebody else in. It's as business as everything else. And in business, you have to be honest. I was honest to Runa. I said to him, listen, I don't think he will go into play. In the last many games, he didn't play that much. And when he came on, I don't think he gave us what we wanted, what we needed. And that's the reason. It's performances, and it's a belief of what I think that the players can build in with. And right now, I think it will be better for Runa to go. He had a fantastic potential. He has been a talent for many years. And now it's time that he fulfill that. And I think it has to be somewhere else. And I also think it will be good for him to find a new start, because he has some potential. He has some strengths. Of course, everybody knows his speed. But it's also a matter of finding the right playing style, and I don't think it's right for him here, and that's why we took the decision. And it's nothing to do with that he has done something like you answered, or that it could that it's not sporting wise. Of course, it is. It's only about that. I don't have any bad agenda, because he's really a nice person. He's a good person. He's a really good man. So this is only about business and about being honest to people. Because if you're not honest, then we wouldn't be fair to him either, and he will just keep being with us for many more years and never get fulfilled what he really wants. And I also asked him, do you want to play or do you want to be on the bench? And I've never heard a player who wants to be on the bench. So in that long run, that is probably good for him to find another club, and I really hope that he will do that because he has a lot of quality and he's a good person.
Thank you.
Weitere Fragen noch?
Ich habe eine Frage.
Ja, gerne.
Am Samstag haben die ja, es ist jetzt nicht zum Spiel, am Samstag haben die ja die Fankurve zu Protest aufgerufen. Hat es da Kontakt von eurer Seite gegeben mit anderen Clubs oder mit der Südkurve vielleicht?
Wir haben es zur Kenntnis genommen, dass das der Fall sein wird. Wir werden aber keinen Kommentar dazu abgeben, momentan Stand oder Ding. Und selbstverständlich haben wir Kontakt mit anderen Clubs.
Gut, vielen Dank.
You said if Fabian leaves, then maybe you can bring someone in. Are there plans to bring someone in, even if Fabian is not leaving? I'm not even asking for a striker because that's getting boring. Is Joseph Sabobo someone who will play, or is he just for the future?
Last question, I just saw him the other day. Of course, we have seen some video of him and things like that. But of course, when you come in, we saw that with Daniel Afrier as well. When he came on, and he didn't play the first 4 months, I think. And it's always difficult to integrate yourself and then come to a new country, and especially as such a young player. So right now, it's not that he's looking to go in and fulfill all our dreams and think that this is going to be the one who has to save FC Zurich, because that's not the case. Right now, he's with under 21s, and then we'll see how fast it goes. But of course, it's somebody we believe in the future. But right now, of course, we hope that something comes in. That's natural. We have a group of players which have a lot of quality, but we could also use a little bit more, and then so we are a little bit more, how can I say it, bigger cadre, so we have more possibilities, and we are doing everything. And I know Milas, he can talk for hours, and he has talked for hours with me as well, and we have a lot of possibilities. It's a really attractive place to come to. We have good possibilities to find players, and it's a matter of time, I hope, before we get a player in. But let's see. The main thing right now is that we have to do the right thing for the club, and the right thing for the club is to win on Sunday.
Gut, sind Zuschauerfragen? Dann bedanken wir uns herzlich. Wir sehen uns am Sonntag im letzten Grund, und die, die schnell 1-1 weitermachen mit dem Bo, machen wir es gerade da vorne. Vielen Dank, schönen Nachmittag.
Danke.
Danke.